Trainer. Again, for top 8, looks like we're doing best of 5 the whole way through, so expect we could see character swaps coming out of either of these players. We could see a lot of adaptation rolling through. But starting off, it's going to be this matchup. Pokemon Trainer starting off with the Ivysaur, but Denti is more than proficient with the Charizard as well at those later percents to get those stocks and bolster his recovery as well as help him out in the disadvantage with his ability to swap between the Pokemon. But Gio going to be starting off with the Lucina, a much more simplified character in this game. Really, really solid, fundamental-based character.
Yeah, there's really nothing too particularly strong or weak about Lucina. She does a lot of things right and not a whole lot wrong.
Right, just a very simple design, nothing too incredibly wild, right?
Very easy to understand.
We'll see how well Gio is able to take advantage of it. Not snapping the ledge there, put him in an awkward spot, but he was able to escape. Back air out of shield, going to be able to do some damage. The Vine Whip!
Jeez.
And now, after not quite being able to take it, he's going to swap to the Charizard, try to get one of these back airs, try to get maybe down throw into a forward air, maybe even up throw on the platform.
Right, not only does he give him some more options to kill, but does keep him alive a bit longer. There's the forward air off to the left, going to be taking out that stock from Gio.
That's the aggressive offstage that we haven't seen a lot from too many people.
Nice reactions from Gio there. Even though Denti was able to swap Pokemon to avoid disadvantage, he was still punishable afterwards. It is frame 1 invincible, but there is some lag time. There we go. Back air is going to send him off stage. Tries to fight off with Charizard back air. What's really nice about swapping to Charizard is even if you've used one of your jumps as Ivysaur, you will retain your second jump with Charizard.
Dude, my man's tried to end him with the down air there.
Did you see the smooth wave land onto the jab?
Gio's got the movement, Gio's got the percent, but he just can't seem to get this stock. Denti holding on with this Charizard.
Wave landing doesn't look like it's going to be super applicable in this game as far as a ledge option to... You won't retain invincibility, right? Which is what made it so good in the other games. But the speed at which he was able to get back on stage to try to reapply pressure to Denti was really incredible.
Right, and I love how Denti really utilizes all of his Pokemon, right? He utilizes Ivysaur early percents to rack up damage, start some spacing, uses Charizard at the later percents to get some damage and to keep himself alive a bit longer, uses Squirtle just to be evasive.
As you can see right now, just wants to create some space, and like you said, gonna play evasive.
Man, definitely showing he is a Pokemon master here. Gio just can't seem to get in.
There we go, trying to set up with these Razor Leafs. The only avenue over is the jump over. It's like a traditional Hadouken fireball, right? When is the opponent going to jump over? How I'm going to anti-air?
Yep, forward throw. Oh my gosh, forward throw kills?
Maybe DI mix-up there. There were no sparks, so maybe holding away to try to anticipate up throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to react, right?
True.
But also maybe didn't want to hold in for down throw as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Didn't want to get hit by a forward air off the stage. It is Charizard.
We already saw what the forward air off stage can do.
Oh, yeah. Took the first stock in this game. Going to see Denti trying to cover this top platform here.
Okay, I love Dolphin Slash in this game. But not only is it a kill option, still a combo breaking move as well. Gonna help whenever he's caught inside these scrambles. What a grab there!
Right, it started. Oh my god.
That almost killed. Vine Whip almost killed. It actually did kill.
Entire scenario was started because Denti was throwing he started by throwing the Razor Leaf up, and normally what Gio had been doing to get around the forward Razor Leaf was jumping over. So he initially caught him trying to jump over, caught him on an awkward landing, and then continued to apply pressure until he took that stock.
He pointed out how strong the Vine Whip is. It looked good.
Right, didn't get a stock off of it yet, but man, just the way he's been setting up into it to just maintain stage positioning has been so good.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see Gio swapping characters to try to fight a little bit differently with this Martial Mega Man of his. He does play a bit more up close, at least he did in Smash 4. We'll see how this Mega Man translates to this new game.
I think up against Ivysaur in particular, he wants to play a little bit more spaced out because Denti's shown that he likes to really throw those Razor Leaves.
Right, and we might see in this Zoner matchup a little bit more of the Squirtle than we have in some of the other matchups where he wants to really be agile and be able to deal with those lemons.
Oh my gosh. Denti's Squirtle so oppressive now, showing that he can play any avenue of the game, be it close up, be it just having those heavy hits at late percents, or zoning his Squirtle, showing that it is just up to par with his Venusaur or his Ivysaur and his Charizard.
Wow, and you know, we haven't seen very much of it up to now because he hasn't had a reason to pull him out, but he's definitely not been slouching on his Squirtle knowledge.
Definitely super effective here in the Mega Man matchup. Going to be getting him a lot of percent, but looks like Gio's starting to pick up on some stuff, and there comes a switch from Denti.
Really, really smart because it looked like Gio was trying to confirm that Metal Blade into a grab, and Denti just disappeared from the scene.
Oh, Vine Whip almost connecting there. Would have done a lot for Denti, and the quick switch. See, whenever he gets caught in disadvantage, he utilizes that switch to not only get a Pokemon who works better in this situation, but also keep himself a bit safer.
There we go, air dodge to grab the ledge. That back air looking strong as ever.
Yep, any other Pokemon that would have killed Denti making the switch to Charizard, very smart in this situation.
Oh, throwing out the up air to try to put Denti in a really bad spot and maybe force him to switch off the Charizard.
There we go. Going to send off the Metal Blade. Is he going to be able to catch? No.
I think that back air was meant to catch Denti trying to pick up the Metal Blade. It was a bait.
There we go. Using a little bit more of that forward air because that is a much better kill tool for Mega Man in this game than it was previously. Back air all the way across stage, not going to do it. But the forward air will, and I don't think we would have ever seen that previously. There we go. And this is probably the matchup that Gio initially picked this Mega Man up for. Right? Going to be using those pellets to totally invalidate the Razor Leaf.
Early recovery. So good because he's seen how aggressive Denti's willing to be off stage with that Charizard. And we'll see if he goes for it again. Wow.
Up smash can be getting him that stock, even stocks, and I love how he's really on this low percent switching right to Squirtle, getting a lot of percent as well. Mostly, probably because of how fast Mega Man falls.
That side beat from a Squirtle is really interesting. It has a lot of armor, so if you attack him with something, he kind of just bounces off, doesn't take any damage. So it's not really armor; it's just a really weird mechanic.
Yeah, rapid spin's crazy.
Oh,
but it helps him deal with these pellets really well. Look, especially with the platforms to give him different ways to move around.
Catches the gyro, utilizes it to set up some more zoning. Forward air from Gil is going to get him back on the stage. These higher percents, they can be switching to Charizard. Oh!
No, he's fine.
He's fine. Scared me.
Definitely put himself in an awkward spot, though.
Oh,
my God!
Denti
Wow.
in the most awkward spot there. Sent to the blast zone by the down air, trying to recover.
Taking some time to think about that one. Doesn't want to rush too quickly headlong into that match.
I think importantly he really wanted to think about what Pokemon he wanted because as you've seen, you can switch Pokemon for free on the Angel platform.
Right, you still retain that invincibility. There is a big change in this game, though, on how Angel platform invincibility works. If you just stay on the Angel platform, you do have less invincibility when you drop down. So you don't have any more timeout cheese situations where you just stay on the Angel platform for 10 seconds and then run down with your invincibility, and they've altered that. Wow.
Fighting out with Withdraw.
And the big push on the up tilt with that water gun.
I like the decision to go to the Ivysaur here, at least to fight him off stage and give him room for the Charizard.
But trade with the Leaf Shield actually bought him a second lease on life. That second hit up smash definitely would have connected and maybe killed. Charizard's pretty strong. I know Mega Man's hefty, but with this rage, I would not have doubted it. Back throw going to put him off.
See the option off the ledge from Denti, just going for a standard get up.
Connecting, and we absolutely would not have seen that kill at those percents in Smash 4. What a good buff for this character.
I don't feel like forward air killed at sudden death percents in Smash 4. That move had so little knockback growth, it was pathetic. But it works now, and boy does it work well. Because Mega Man's used to getting people up to 150, 160, and that's about when that Flame Sword starts killing, so I like it as a kill option. Frigate Orpheon is going to be the next pick from Denti. He's going to be sticking with the Pokemon Trainer. So what do you think Frigate brings to the table for Pokemon Trainer? Because I feel like this is really good for Mega Man.
You know, as somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience playing on the stage, I'll have to wait and see what he has in the tank, because I agree with you. I feel like a character with a myriad of projectiles would traditionally be able to camp those those ledges a little bit better. But we'll see. Denti definitely has some more experience on this stage, being a Brawl veteran. We'll see what he's able to bring to the table.
It looks like he's just sticking here with the Squirtle. Just wants to get that quick early game that we've been seeing time and time again at the early percents.
Yeah, that rapid spin looks like it's really good at dealing with these lemons. And fighting his way back down as well.
That's kind of been the thing for Denti. He loves to press buttons as he comes down, but once it's on stage, it's a different story.
Right, sending back to the Ivysaur. Wants to get some of that zoning started up. Platform change will definitely aid in that.
The forward air, nice snaps. Mega Man out of the air is able to get that Metal Blade out.
Ivysaur forwarder is real good.
It is nice. Super nice. Razor Leaf too. Using it to get back on stage. There's Denti. He's going to make the switch to Charizard. Will he get the opportunity? Almost getting clipped by the Gyro there, but is going to use the tether.
Narrowly avoids that hard knuckle. Dash attack is going to put Geo in a situation, narrowly avoids that Vine Whip. Charizard comes out for the recovery. Oof, excuse me.
Yep, also keep himself alive a bit longer too. Ooh, catching him over here. Super far, still had his jump attack, so he will make it back there. Forward air almost connecting and sealing the deal for Denti, but a back throw is going to get Geo to stage.
And stage so important for Mega Man. It's everything that he wants.
Gets the forward throw to maintain that position. Continues to put on the pressure with his edge guard. Charizard again having trouble snapping ledge with that Flare Blitz, sitting at 181%.
Ooh.
But dash attack fights his way back through.
Yep,
Nice.
An up throw away is
Both
Denti.
players sitting at definite kill percents. That back throw.
No, not going to do it. I wonder if up throw would have done the job.
Air dodge puts him in enough lag that forward air is a free kill there.
Wow, now Gyo's is trying to play the item game on the ledge, but now that platform going away, Denti's going to have to try to push this advantage as Gyo has lost the big range on the stage.
There we go. Just uses that pellet to push Charizard off. Trying to cover platform with the Z-Drop Metal Blade.
Right,
That flamethrower does so much damage.
yeah, right? Oh my gosh, that's still not dead as Charizard. High percents. Denti can't afford to
Back
switch
throw?
characters.
Up
Up
throw.
throw, almost sealing the deal also.
I feel like back throw would have done it. I wonder if he just thought up
Or
throw
will
wouldn't be
now.
doing a stale. Yeah. But only 38% on Geo. He had to fight really hard for that one, but back air just did 15%.
And it's a big back air now. He used to be much smaller in Smash 4, but it covers range.
There we go. Doing a really good job with Mega Man of covering this platform. And again, you got to wonder what Denti picked this stage for.
I can't think of any advantages that come for Ivysaur, at least up against Mega Man, unless the platform is down low.
Maybe for the platform heights, it adds to Squirtle's ability to rapid spin through the stage and all. But he hasn't been using a lot of that.
All right, Charizard coming back out, getting to these higher percents. Denti wants to make sure that he's living to those crazy percents that he had last time, because that can be the game difference.
There we go. Tries to land with that Metal Blade, but it's not quite as positive, it looks like, as it was in Smash 4. Denti was able to grab right out of it, and you know grabs have been nerfed in this game out of shield, so wow, catching him with that fly. Doesn't catch the roll on. There we go. Forward air killing at 127? That move is buff now.
He's a
That
big boy.
move is strong.
He's got big boy flame arm now. All right, let's see how much more we can get here.
That
Lots of damage.
platform.
Yeah, that was really sick to down throw and then run off up air to try to chase in a situation where you would never be able to convert up air normally. Up throw, not gonna do it just yet.
Man, this was Smash 4, that would have been dead.
There we go, parries, but doesn't realize, doesn't get the punish. Does catch that up smash though. Sitting at 65%, wants to find an opportunity to set up for the Ivysaur, but the pressure that you can apply for Mega Man below the platform when they're sitting there with that, with the up air is so strong. We know he's got about 100 more % to put on this Charizard if the first stock was an indication, but if the second one is, he's chilling at kill percent. So we'll see what Denti's able to do with the extra vitality that Charizard has. I can't imagine we'll see him switching unless he really has to avoid a kill confirm.
But, I mean, aside from the fourth or for the forward air, hasn't been a whole lot of that to be scared of just yet.
Down throw almost sets up there, but he's able to air dodge through. Just holds down, isn't going to be able to take too much from that up air.
Scary spot here on the platform.
That fair has very little end lag, even in the air, not landing with it.
He got deleted by that forward air.
That forward air is so incredibly good.
I am glad that it's a good move now. I actually really am. I like seeing Mega Man with a good kill move.
Man, just the fact that it has no aerial end lag either is really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's always been.
But just that they added the kill power onto it and didn't address that. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Kind of like the Chic Fair of old.
Right. Geo now sitting up 2-1. Denti gonna have to make some adjustments here. Geo sticking with the Mega Man, rocking the tried and true blue color this time instead of that green. Maybe color counter picks. Want to be able to see himself on Frigate.
It's possible.
Denti's still sticking with the Pokemon Trainer.
And still sticking with the Squirtle as the lead.
Here we go, going to Battlefield situation. See, this I like a little bit better because these platforms, being static as they are, I feel like Mega Man might have something to do on them, but it's more consistent what Squirtle can use, or what Squirtle can get out of these platforms as well as Ivysaur, and what kind of pressure Charizard can apply. There we go, dash attack sets up into the Nair, or was that up air? God, Squirtle.
It's hard to tell. I mean, so much you can do with such a tiny body.
Forward air looking really oppressive.
No jump there for Gyo, so he's going to be losing that stock. Denti low percents with Squirtle, getting going to be able to get a lot of mileage here in the stock.
Boy, now Gyo just not really tempted to push down the gas pedal. He knows that he's behind, but he knows that he doesn't need to push too hard. He's fine.
Tried to get another one. Fast spell. Denti unable to capitalize.
There we go. Lands with that Flare Blade. And catches the jump here. We might see a swap.
Indeed we do. Good call.
Yo, still keeping the pressure. Stuck on the side as Charizard now finds his way back to center, but Gyo sending him right back there. Gonna be able to live a lot longer with this Charizard, but still, he hasn't been able to find this option, hasn't been able to get even a single percent on Gyo's second stock.
I mean, is it just me, or does Denti get, like, super campy with the heavier characters in his arsenal?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's always willing to sit back. With Squirtle, he was definitely just running around platforms and choosing to not interact with Geo after he got that first stock, but with Charizard especially, I think he really wants to carefully pick his moments.
It's a good choice, too, because, again, with such laggy options, you really want to make sure that you're not overcommitting.
Denti's always been a more defensive player. That's going to be a back air. That's going to be a stock, and now Geo, after a big drop on the first stock, is only sitting at 45%. Definitely a large comeback for the boy.
Okay, get back to Squirtle here at these low percents, see how much damage he can rack up. Keeping Gyo over here to the right, immediately destroying the mine there.
Gets an up throw, tries to set up into the up air.
Ooh, instance change so he doesn't get that follow-up for the forward air. Now the Ivysaur, time to start this zoning.
Here we go, forward air sets up on the platform. But Ivysaur back air is so good. You're going to have to respect it.
Oh, so is Razor Leaf too, but this time Gyo finds a way around it even after the hit.
I like that he just threw Denti off, and instead of trying to chase him because he knew that that return was coming, just took the time to set up his Metal Blade. Oh. Wow, the forward air catching Geo drifting back.
I think it's so strong.
And now picking the Squirtle, trying his best to not play around all of these projectiles.
Denti with a nice lead here, too. Remember that Gil only needs one more game to end this.
Triple up tilt, converting afterwards into an aerial, getting some good damage.
Right, been seeing it a lot this set from the Squirtle. These early percents. Meta Knight's weight and fall speed really help aid to that early combo game. But now, Denti caught off the stage. Gil needs to take this stock out soon if he wants to be in a good spot to take this set now. But Denti not making it easy. Denti wanting to go to a game 5 here.
Okay, forward air catches Gio trying to land now. Charizard ledge trap and catches the get-up attack that Gio's been going for. With that rollback, he has the long neck to finish the job.
Hey, how about that? Denti finally finding a way to turn the tables on this game 4, where Gio had a pretty good roll going. But
yeah, finally getting one over the Mega Man.
Just getting that one stock lead after the drop at the start. That's a pretty good way to finish it out and give yourself some confidence.
And are we going to see Gio swap back? No, going to the Mega Man. I like the idea. I feel like his Mega Man was doing a lot of work for him, and he had a really unfortunate first stock in that last game. This layout might also help him out a bit.
I have a good feeling about that for Mega Man because you do still have the platform to set up all of your projectile pressure on, but now it's a big part of stage control, and Gio can take control of corners without Denti having somewhere to escape to.
Wow, and Denti able to aggressively fight back after that return. This platform sets up really nicely for Mega Man with that up air pressure. If the opponent's ever stuck on the platform, they're not having a good time.
I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, obviously this is a pretty good stage for Mega Man, but out of the 3 Pokemon that Denti has to choose from, who do you think is the go-to here?
I feel like it's still the same game plan of swapping around as you need to, return being a really good tool to get yourself out of disadvantage. Squirtle seems to be able to navigate the myriad of projectiles the best, right? But Ivysaur, of course, has been putting on some really good damage where Squirtle doesn't put on a lot of percent per se, just is able to get a lot of small hits. And Charizard, of course, ever present with the kill power. Now we're going to be seeing swap to the Ivysaur, trying to get some pressure with the fair, trying to set up with this Razor Leaf. But again, these pellets really just make it so hard. Dash attack likely unintended.
Looking for the jump up, but switch to Charizard. These later percents is what we're used to seeing. How far can he take it? Finds another forward air to take that stock. Aggressive
off stage, and Denti is rewarded for it.
Yeah, I like how he changed that up because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Denti has been playing super carefully and super campy so far, and then he just takes one burst of aggression and totally neutralizes a stock.
Wow, and that is going to be a lot of damage. Gio faking the trump there, was able to find punish, but really good return, was able to avoid the flare blade pressure.
Denti using the fully charged water gun to create space for him to switch Pokemon. And you were saying earlier how Denti, at these high percents, only going to switch to get out of a kill confirm. That's what he did, and then just created a bunch of space so he could get back to his heavyweight.
Right, he really wants to avoid dropping that stock, so he's going to hold onto this Charizard as long as he can. That Flare Blade, though, even center stage just sent him flying. That move is powerful.
Denti deciding on the Ivysaur, but now Gio putting that Crash Bomber on will be able to take control of stage and using the down air, the hard knuckle.
There we go.
Hey.
Jab's going to put on some pressure. Tries to chase off stage. The pellets to fight back on, though. Really important. Wow, jumps over that forward smash. Catches with the forward air, and now Denti up again. A stock chilling at 53%.
Yep, last game. Let's see if Gio can fight his way back, right? He's had such a good showing with this Mega Man since he's made the switch. Denti finding really good avenues here by swapping these Pokemon and finding really innovative ways to keep himself alive longer.
There we go, whiffing that down air, though, puts him in an awkward spot. Swapping to the Ivysaur to try to alleviate pressure, but lands right on top of Gio.
Okay, great use of the Razor Leaf as he retreats to let himself get back onto some semblance of control of the stage.
Tries to catch Ivysaur's tether.
And Denti says, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, swapping right to the Charizard, try to get the maximum life out of this character.
Oh no, Gyo fast fell after using Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the jump was not enough to get him all the way up. So
That was all she
Denti,
wrote, but the writing was on the wall. Denti was doing such a good job of avoiding any of those kill moves that Gio was able to throw out, and really just the ability to return and get that frame 1 invincibility to swap between Pokemon has been so important.